Hello, welcome, Devil Sniper here, and this is episode number 15 of our career mode with Portsmouth in the 5-season challenge, where we have to get Portsmouth back to where they belong in the BPL, in the Barclays Premier League, and hopefully win an FA Cup within 5 years. We have an extremely tough away game to Bournemouth, and it's mid-January, and you're probably thinking the title, the tank's empty. Well, it's not my tank, trust me, my tank's well and truly full. I'm absolutely loving the career modes, but the players' tank is well and truly empty. Even with Jaffa Cakes, the boys they're not at the races. It's quite worrying to think that in mid-January we have a whole host of players who just don't have the fitness levels. And as you can see, Bournemouth just came out at us. They played so well. We lacked so much. We just couldn't get our foot to the ball. We couldn't create nothing in the first half. Players just looked really tired, and it's extremely worrying because we've got some big games coming up. We've got Liverpool in the FA Cup, which is an absolutely huge game, and I want the boys to do themselves justice. I don't want them to go out there and get absolutely tonked left, right and centre without putting up a fight. I don't think we'll beat Liverpool, but I think it'll be a really good game. I think we'll be able to put up a decent fight. And at the end of the day, if I can keep it below 10, I'll be quite chuffed, to be honest, with the current way the players are playing. This was our really only opportunity, and it's a very dubious penalty. As you can see, Watty doesn't even change his stride. The player doesn't actually make contact with him, and the referee is just utterly feeling sorry for us because we were just so bad. And to have the first chance in the 52nd minute pretty much sums up how the boys were playing, how the game was going. But lo and behold, Watty with an absolutely audacious penalty. Hopefully, I was thinking that might hopefully give us that little bit of a boost, you know, to sort of bring some big guns out, to get the ball flowing, get the passes moving around crisply. But no, it was completely the opposite. It continued in the same vein. Bournemouth were just too dominant. The players just lacked that half a yard, and it's so important to have that half a yard. Anderson made a great save there. Slight bit of confusion, a bit of EA love for Bournemouth, and yeah, they slotted the third in after 66 minutes. And to be fair, I think we've done extremely well just to concede 3. Bournemouth really did play quite well, and as I say, the lads just, the tank was on empty. They just had nothing to offer, and it was a real struggle. And losing 3-1 is just one of those things. It didn't help that it was away from home, and our away form is absolutely rubbish. It really is rubbish. It's quite disheartening, but hopefully we'll be able to do something about that in the second part of the season. It's going to be tough, but hopefully the fixture list will tidy itself up. As you can see, we got rid of Russell. He's hit 32, and to be honest with you, his stats dropped so dramatically. It was quite horrific. I mean, some of them dropped by 6 and 7. And it was quite disheartening. When his pace drops by 6, I mean, he's not the quickest guy in the world anyway, but when the pace dropped by 6, it was just a case of we need to get him out of the club as quick as possible, because we can't rely on putting him in CDM, because he's just going to get walked past, to be quite frank. I mean, I've seen snails go faster than him. That's how much EA were really quite harsh with the stat drop. As you can see, we put up a good fight. Anderson made a nice little save there. You know, Crawley did really come hammer and tong at us, but you know, we played really well. You know, we put some good moves together. That was a great opportunity. Really should be burying those sort of opportunities. But again, because the lads are so tired, it's really difficult to put shots away, to be honest. I mean, they're constantly knackered. It really is an uphill battle, which is quite cool. I think it makes the career mode more interesting. It makes it more realistic. Again, Anderson with an absolutely ridiculous save. Crawley with the follow-up header that goes wide, and I was quite thankful, because I think if they'd scored there, that would have taken the absolute wind out of our sails, because we had a nice piece of possession, you know, for the last 10 minutes, and we'd been done really well. But some great interplay there. Taylor with an absolutely crackerjack finish just after half-time to give us a 1-0 lead. And I tell you what, that goal gave every player an absolute boost of energy. It was a nice ball through, great composure to take it first time into the bottom corner, and we started to look like a different side. We started to look like a team with life in us, and that's the one thing that I really wanted to see. Good battles, you know, Rogers getting in there, really putting himself about. A great shot there. I mean, the keeper got a hand to that, and fortunately we managed to scrape a 1-0 victory, and I will say in the last 20 minutes of that game we absolutely dominated Crawley, and that was fantastic to see. So hopefully that win will give us a little bit of a boost going into the Liverpool game, as long as people don't sort of get too excited and think that we can go and do Liverpool. I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'll be happy with a replay. Go to Liverpool, hopefully get some money if it works that way. I've never actually had a replay and seen if we get money. But we're going to dive into the transfer market. And I spotted this young lad, and the one thing that interested me about him was the fact that he could play right midfield, cam, and a centre midfield. He had a good engine on him. This lad as well, he can play left midfield, right midfield. So we've got some more depth across the centre of the park, which would be quite nice. He looks a good player, to be fair, and he's well and truly within our budget, which is the most important factor. He's 18 years old, his overall rating is 62, so hopefully, 1,200 quid in your back burner a week is going to be more than enough on a 4-year deal. That's 4 years guaranteed, perhaps not football, but 4 years of some cash in your back burner. But both players come back and counter offer us, which was a little bit annoying, to be honest. I can understand if they were amazing free agents that they could have the audacity to start dictating. But, they're not amazing players. Playing with Portsmouth is as good as it's going to get because, they're probably just about good enough to get into our team. The reason we're taking them on is because we need depth. We need depth so badly. And it's going to come down to hard negotiations. Whoever accepts the deal that I put on the table, I'm not going to back down from the actual deal. I'm not going to give in to their sort of demands. I'm not going to pay them the full whack because I don't think they deserve the full whack at the end of the day. That's just the way it is. Anyway, we're going to go into the Liverpool game, and I've got to say this was really an absolute eye-opener. Playing against Liverpool on world class and making one error leads to a goal. It is just as simple as that. And early doors as well, in the rain, making an error, and Suarez just absolutely punishes us. It was really frustrating because I was hoping to get to about 20 minutes, get to 25 minutes, keep it a 0-0, and you're in with a good shout of going in at half-time with a 0-0 scoreline. But when you're 2-0 down after 17 minutes, it's really frustrating, and that just gave Liverpool so much confidence. You could see the boys' heads go down. They lacked that half a yard. And that's just an absolute bullshit penalty. I know he handballed it, but for Christ's sake, a miscontrol bounces onto your player's arm or your defender coming in and it hits his arm and they give a penalty. It's a bit harsh. Suarez with the cheeky fucking penalty. Slots it home after 32 minutes to make it 3-0. And to be fair, I'm not going to take nothing away from Liverpool. Outplayed us. Supreme class. Made us look stupid. Suarez with, that's just goal of the game for me. It was absolutely fantastic. 39 minutes gone, 4-0 down, and you're actually thinking to yourself, shit, this could actually hit double figures if we keep playing like that. I mean, that piece of skill there was fantastic. The finish was brilliant. And I mean, Anderson is a world-class keeper. He's done so well this season. I mean, some of the shots and some of the shit he saved, people must understand that he is absolutely an audacious goalkeeper and world-class. He really is. He may not grow much in the career mode, but I tell you what, he is fucking amazing in our league, to be fair. 90th minute, Liverpool get their 5th, and to be fair, for those 44 minutes, we had done an absolutely admirable job. We'd kept Liverpool at bay, we'd played some nice little football, but we just, we couldn't live with them, and it would have been nice to score, but unfortunately, 5-0's 5-0, it's one of those things. Take it on the chin, we've got to move on. It's a good experience for the boys, and as you can see, we get a contract offer and one accepted. And I decided to go back in, see if we can get hold of the lad, because it'd be good if we can, but at the end of the day, this lad has accepted it, so I'm just going to take him because I feel we need just to bring him in. And again, he just declined the contract, and I was like, do you know what? Fuck it. Absolutely fuck it.